Not to sound cocky, right?
No, I know the best. So don't even try yourself now. Don't even. And even I know you now. I could have given you this line.
Hi, my name is Kraks Joseph, and I play the character Obum in Áfàméfùnà.
My name is Stan Nze, aka Mazenze, aka Ichie Billy.
Ogene.
Obako Wanene.
Ogene.
One.
Emakonyewo.
Obebenine, aka Akona Takase. And I play Afamefuna in Afamefuna the movie.
Oh, that was sweet. I play Áfàméfùnà. Ogene. My name is Ekubo, Chief Ekubo. I play the character Polo in the movie Afamefuna.
And this is
Kraks Spotlight.
Achonke, $1 kagana abonante. Afamefuna.
Sir?
I'm not going to say that I saw it coming, but I sort of expected it because we saw the film screened at Frif. We saw how it did at the premieres and how people responded to it. So in my head, if people love this movie this much, it means that whoever is on the jury for any panel where it's submitted will feel the same way, right? Because the jury are human beings as well. So yes, with that, I expected I might get a nomination. However, if it didn't come, I mean, there are other amazing performances. Maybe we didn't just meet what the criteria was, or it didn't just tickle their fancy enough. But to the glory of God, we have a nom now, and we hope that the award comes home.
I mean, you know, getting recognized for your work is just one of the best feelings in the world, because I feel like there are a lot of people out there, you know, doing like the Lord's work. There are soldiers every day, policemen, doctors and nurses, and they don't get the applause. Afamefuna, nonetheless, was an amazing masterpiece put together by a bunch of these amazing people at Common Nigeria, run by Mrs. Fudge. And they made this movie. Basically, what these people are about is that they want to tell Nigerian stories that, you know, impact the lives of everyday Nigerians. You know, just the different stories in an industry where everybody is telling a story about love, romance. I mean, that's great. But stories that can resonate with, you know, core Nigerian values and core Nigerian culture. Getting recognized for your work. I mean, you know, you could do great stuff, you know, in the industry, and people don't see or hear about it. We have great songs that come out and then you'll be like, oh, this song is nice. We're like, oh, it came out 3 years ago. It just flies over people's heads somehow. So watching it and seeing that we have 4 nominations is amazing. We have Best Supporting Actor, we have Best Lead Actor, and shout outs to Adora, who is behind the camera right now, for Best Writing in a movie. I feel like without her, we probably won't be here. We have Kayode for Best Director. It's just amazing. Already, it's a win.
I think it's the originality of the story, because at some point in my life I was an understudy to someone, and in the market, you know, where we're sewing stuff, then, you know, seeing the script. To one of my older cousins, and that was maybe after I finished secondary school. Then reading that script and seeing it was just like my life playing back. So it was just very original. So I had to go deep on it. So that's why.
Favorite scene in the film? That we had for me, because I had a lot of beautiful moments. But there's this scene that I know that people really shed tears. I'm like, okay, why are they crying? But it moves my emotions too. Was where he was.
The office scene?
No.
That scene was powerful.
No, yeah, that was very powerful. But I think it was where he was settled, where Áfàméfùnà was.
Oh, yeah, that's the
that scene.
Yeah, I had
goosebumps. Like,
I came into the room.
Don't give me. Don't spoil us. But that scene, you guys should really watch out for that scene.
You didn't tell them the scene though.
Yeah. But
watch out for the whole movie.
No, the scene where he was settled, yeah. The scene Áfàméfùnà was settled, yes. You know, where
the scene where they were settled.
Settled.
Where he.
Yeah, but that scene, yeah.
Let me see. I think everything. So for me, I love it when work is more fun than work, and that was what we were able to do, you know, with the project from Coyote to everybody. Like we'll literally just come out there and we'll just be gassing and laughing, you know, before we even start shoot. Everybody was amazing. Big shout outs to Atlanta B, Johnson, stellar performance by the way, nice sacrifice, Kanayo. Everybody just did exceptionally well. We had more fun than work. At one point, I said, "Are you guys going to pay us for this?" Because we were just enjoying ourselves. The market scenes we were playing every day and eating and running around. So I think to me it was a really fun set, and that continued even after, you know, the movie. You know, we kept hanging out with the producers, and people would just go out. They'll take us out to have lunch. Hopefully after this they'll take us out again to have lunch, and you know. So oh, you didn't have lunch? No, it was for the. This was for the upper. The upper echelon. But so I think for me, every day was fun day. Like I said, it was more fun than work. I had a great time, and you know, if I get that call again, I'm doing it in a heartbeat without thinking about it.
Because we filmed in parts, we had like the younger cast. So there was this particular guy. We had an argument where, you know, where we're arguing about football. So we had moments where we had to pause and tell him this is how you pronounce this. It was funny to see, but
we heard your story, when we came to set, you know that this young said, this New Jersey Igbo boys.
Yeah.
Okay, for those that are watching this and trying to figure out what we're talking about, so the way the movie is shot, we have the first set of the younger NwaBois.
Yeah.
So, you know, they grew into us, you know, so that's kind of like the idea of what he's trying to talk about. But I think, let me also mention this, you know, having been around, you know, a little while, you think you know or understand the language until you're supposed to shoot in that language. I remember filming Áfàméfùnà, and then our Igbo Story. What's his name? Because I want to give him that shout out. Chimeze, a great guy, by the way, fantastic guy who runs an Igbo blog and, you know, just goes all about the Igbo culture. Shout out to you, Chimeze. You know, we'll be acting and then he'll be like, is Adirokwaya? Was Adirokwaya? Because, you know, you're speaking and you're saying is and was. Then you realize that in your everyday today, when you're speaking a language, there's more English than you even know. So it's a little tougher, you know, to communicate or to do a full language movie. So big shout outs to everybody that did this, and just, you know, we tried.
And not to sound cocky, right?
No, I know the best and the second best, so don't even try yourself now. Don't even, I didn't mean I know you now, so I could have given you a dirty slap. Don't even try yourself. Don't even say, what do you want to say?
What is this?
Did you speak more Igbo than the sacrifice? Exactly, it was him, then you, I'll give it to you. It was
so out of respect, okay?
Out of respect, and not even that. The man is Igbo.
Yeah.
The man is.
I remember a voiceover he did. You know how they came to him and said, "Oh, we want you to do this voiceover, but in Igbo." And he was, you know how it's easier when you have read the lines, gotten used to it, translated it. He was literally just, because he did that voiceover in my presence, so he was literally just reading it in English. But what you're hearing is Igbo language coming out. Yeah. And that is tough.
No, Kanayo is a legend. Like, I'm just going to give it to him. Kanayo, Here Are Your Flowers. He did amazing. He held that movie down, Bindi Odogu. The right cast, perfect cast for that movie. He was just... You need to watch this movie, guys.
And when we had struggles, he would just sit us down and start telling us about the Biafran War and things, and just telling us about how the Igbo culture started before we even started filming. So it just made us understand what we wanted to do and how important it was. So shout outs.
You had the pin.
And I didn't I know you. If I now know you, imagine what will happen.
I mean, I think brotherhood is really, really important, because you could see how they grew into their characters, and when the person that had the wedding, the brothers were there. So that brotherhood, it was really something to learn from, and you could see the importance.
I think for me, you know, just to patch off what he said, let's not forget the key story of what it's all about. You know, Áfàméfùnà is the Igbo apprenticeship system, which just borders on brotherhood, piggy banks of supporting one another, giving back. And that's a very, very vital and important a lesson to realize that once you get up there, don't throw away. Sorry, I see. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not going to So what was I saying? Ladder, right? So not, shutting the door behind you or burning the bridge behind you. We should just always pass it on to the younger ones to come, the generations to come, Realize that life is a stage, you play, and for the next one, again, big shout outs to not just you, all the younger actors on the set. You guys are doing amazing. You guys are killing it out there. Keep doing it. It's a story of brotherhood. It's a story of love. It's a story of friendship.
So for me, my lesson, it's a personal lesson for me, is the fact that validates the fact that diamonds could be found in the rough. I mean, when I got to read this script, I thought it was an amazing script, but you know how you're not sure who's making the film, you're not sure how they're gonna make it. I get scripts a lot of times, and it's not executed the way it was in my mind. But getting to these sets, and I saw the execution and the effort the movie makers were putting, the filmmakers were putting into telling the story, I just knew that this was going to be a big hit. And I bet to say that this is not the first NwaBoi Story I have received as an actor. I have received a couple of them. People have wanted to make these films, but it never just worked. So this is officially the first one, and the world will finally see this story, and they can experience it come 29th of March 2024 on Netflix.
I think we did an amazing work. Big shout out to Kaide Kasum. He's supposed to be here. We learned he had, food poisoning, so. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't eat out.
All right, guys, please, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a comment, share with your friends, your family member, your enemy, everybody, and make sure to subscribe. See that subscribe button? Ping, ping, ping. Click it.
Ping, 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 ping.
Thank you for watching Kraks Spotlight.
You can catch Áfàméfùnà the movie streaming now on Netflix.
What would I not Let's go now.
It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix.
Thank you, guys. Hope you enjoyed our session. Thank you, peace and love. Áfàméfùnà streaming now, guys. Peace.
Wait, yeah, wait. I didn't know you now.